different approach. I'm looking at it from the, yay, I finished everything and I'm moving to university soon, so I thought I would add on today another video to my student lineup, I guess, and talk about the reality of university lectures. So without further ado, let's get started. Before I start, however, let's just add a disclaimer to this video. This is complete observations. I am not having a go at anybody. This is observations as well as like true fact and information I've been informed of from my friends. So in terms of different types of people, in terms of like students, you've got, I would say, about 8 different types. You've got those that print off the notes and are really, really prepared. You've got those that just sit and listen, just go about it. I'll go, listen, I won't take any notes. You've got those that pay absolutely no attention at all and go on Facebook the whole time that you're there. You've got those that answer all of the questions and just know all the answers and it gets really annoying. You've got those that attempt to listen but then zone out. You've got those that will turn up late every lecture, guarantee. You've got those that just won't turn up to certain lectures, such as 9 AM starts, and you've got those that won't turn up. I'm sure everybody has seen that picture on the internet where it basically describes the sort of levels of tiredness. I thought this was kidding until I actually realised it's true. You have literally got levels of tiredness. You've got those that are wide awake and ready to go. You've got those that are sort of slunk back in their chair, maybe will daze a little bit like this. You've got those that have clearly been out the whole night and are struggling to pay any attention, and you've got those that just sleep through. I honestly didn't think that that picture was true, but it is. You've also got roughly about 6 different types of lecturers. You've got those that will just stand there, read the notes, and you could have done the lecture for yourself as a student at home by reading what they're reading out. You've got those that are super engaging, will tell like the most amazing stories and are really kind of good at their job. You've got those that just tell stories and literally will just spend the whole lecture telling a story. You've got lecturers that don't want to be there either and just want to go home. You've got those that are clearly passionate about the topic and will go into so much detail, it's amazing, and are really, really just generally informative. And finally, in terms of the types of lecturers, you've got your just general standard lecturer, who is probably not the best, but is a really nice person, really is good at what they do, and you will learn from. I think that's probably 7, but never mind. You've then got different types of lectures, whether that's you sometimes have lectures at seminars or workshops. You probably have other things, private study sessions too. But generally you will have lectures and seminars, if maybe or may not workshops. And they're all different. A lecture is completely different to a workshop. There are 2 positively ends of the scales. But there are different types of lectures as well. You've got those that are really interactive and really engaging and really kind of interesting and fun. Those that are, you have to learn this and you really can't be bothered to listen. And you probably know some of the information but not all of it. You've got those lectures probably generally kind of at the start of the year, maybe halfway through, but generally not towards the end of your first year, second and third year. But you've got the lectures where you're like, I knew all this, why do I have to come to this? You've got lectures that are generally obscure. So for instance, you could have one lecture which just sticks to sort of the progress and it follows the module, and then you'll have some lectures that will not follow the module at all, and you're like, why is this random lecture inside this module? That makes no sense. And yeah, things like that really. I've only had it happen once where I've thought, why is this lecture involved in this module? It doesn't make sense. And it wasn't involved in like the assignment or anything. But you know, things like that obviously clearly happen. finally, the last bit about lectures is the timings. You've got lectures that will last 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you'll have got lectures that say this is going to be 3 hours, actually it ends up being 3.5. Or the opposite way around, where it says this is going to be 2 hours and there's actually only 1 hour. And they're, again, at completely opposite ends of the spectrum, but they really do happen. You have lectures where you go expecting to finish at 4 and finish at 5, or expecting to finish at 4 and finish at 3, and it's fantastic if you get to go home an hour earlier. That's like the biggest news of the day. But generally, overall, lectures are just a general part of student university life. It's generally advised that you go to them, because you're paying for it and you probably need to know it, so it's generally there that you go. But those are just some of my observations, some of the thoughts that I have pondered and observed during the times when I have been on the lecture and then gone off on a trail of thought. As I said earlier, I will admit I'm one of those people that start to listen, get taken and sidetracked and want to listen to what's going and observe something else, and then we'll zone back into the lecture at the end. But you know, these things happen and I'm only human. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! TTFN.